Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Andrew.
And welcome to our show, Two Beards Please. We are two Wisconsin guys with houses full of women.
Which sounded a lot better when we were in our 20s.
We're both married with 2 daughters each, and we will be getting together monthly to talk about life, tell stories, and try to make each other laugh.
And hopefully, you too. Much like the last time we talked, I have some stories about road trips that I wasn't necessarily along on, but my family has been kind of a road trip family since before my inception. So there's a couple of really quick my mom and dad road trip stories that I think are funny. So my dad has been a kind of a road trip freak for a long time, so he'll call me at least once a month still today and ask when we're going on a road trip or planning a road trip or whatever. So my mom has a couple of stories, real quick stories about when they would go on road trips. My dad had an MG Midget, a real small little British sports car.
Yep.
And my mom can remember being on a road trip with him, and they were driving in the middle of nowhere, right? And then the entire electrical system would go out, so no headlights or nothing. And so they'd be driving down the road at a fairly high rate of speed, and then the headlights would go out. And so they diagnosed it to some wire under the dashboard, so my mom would have to do the entire rest of the trip with her head and hands under the dashboard, holding a wire together, and her feet hanging over the seat, right?
I'm sure
going down the road. Yeah,
I'm sure that looked real appropriate to passers-by.
Going down the road at still a high rate of speed, of course, and then with my mom's feet just hanging over the back of the seat. The other story from, of course, involves my dad. And this one this has happened multiple times, and so I've actually sort of experienced some of this. Whenever we're on road trips with my dad, it seems like we never remember to eat. That
surprises me.
Yeah, I know, right? Because you would think
going off of our first episode,
right.
That really
you would think I would remember to eat all the time.
Shocks me a little bit.
But so we would just drive, and then it'd be like midnight, and we'd just pull over for gas, and we'd all kind of look at each other and be like, Did we eat today? And no, we didn't eat today. So we'd hit a drive-through, usually McDonald's.
That doesn't work in my family.
No?
We get hangry at each other.
Yeah. Well, we probably did too, but we're too stupid to realize what it was. And for whatever reason, my dad always ordered Big Macs, which, I mean, obviously everybody knows what a Big Macs is, right? But it's not a good road sandwich.
No, it's not easy to eat in the car.
Right, and he would always drive, yep. Right? And so the story with my mom is that they were on a road trip somewhere, and he goes through McDonald's parking lot and orders a Big Mac, and of course he takes one bite, and like half of it falls all over his shirt, right? Which, the first time it happens, okay. But my dad has a temper.
I'm laughing because I've been there.
Right.
Everybody knows
I've been there.
When you try to eat a sandwich like a Big Mac in the car,
anywhere,
what's going to happen?
But in the car, of course, it's
even
fall.
worse. Yep.
And so the story goes that my dad, in his temper, got all mad and, pent up anger and assumed that my mom's window was open. So he threw the Big Mac, tried to throw it out my mom's window, but the window, of course, not open. So my mom tells a story of sitting in the passenger seat and seeing this Big Mac fly in front of her face and splat on the window, and it would stick and then slowly fall down the window.
That surprises me that it stuck. I was expecting it to bounce off and land all over your mom.
All of the bread and stuff in the middle was on his shirt, and so all the sticky stuff was probably the only thing that was left. And for whatever reason, he's still every time we go on a road trip, we go to McDonald's, he buys a Big Mac, and he takes a bite, and half of it ends up on his shirt.
That's
okay.
Persistence.
Right. One of these days, he's
going to
figure
work.
It out.
It's going to work.